for I can't help falling in love.
I'm Andrew Werner. I'm from Weston, Ontario. It's a little pocket of Toronto near Jane and Lawrence.
And I'm Allison Werner, and I'm from Peterborough, born and bred in Peterborough.
Angela Martone, Peterborough, Ontario.
Mike Martone, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
You got it.
Out of the,
You got it.
I guess since '89, right?
Late
'89.
I'd say early 90.
Officially.
Officially early 90. Yeah, for
So-
sure. 28 years.
28, 29 years. My story, my version.
Sure.
I don't know. I just think it was like an instant attraction when we saw each other in high school, and
Thomas A. Stewart.
yeah. And I guess officially we did get together at the Christmas dance.
Mm-hmm.
In January of 1998 and started dating and in Peterborough, Ontario.
Yeah, a mutual friend set up a blind date, and it actually turned out that, you know, when we met and we started, you know, talking and getting to know each other, it actually turned out that we lived around the corner from each other and didn't even know it. So that was pretty cool.
Water Street, we used to go a lot.
Yeah, I think
that
it's
called?
a kitchen place now.
Yeah, near North Crest Arena. What was it called?
It's a pasta place.
Always had veal parm. And we went to the sandwich factory quite a bit. We didn't have a lot of money, so
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we met at Champs over a plate of lattice fries and a few pitchers of beer.
we'll start. I mean, it's taken us everywhere. So when we left Peterborough, I was a draft pick in Edmonton. So their farm team was in Nova Scotia, in Sydney. So Allison, after the first year, came to live with me. For the second year in Cape Breton, and then we were engaged, and I played for the national team. So again, Allie came out and lived with me in Calgary for a year. We got married that summer, and we were off to Finland. We signed a last-minute deal to Finland. We were in Europe. I'll let you take over here now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ever since.
Yeah.
We got married in August and
Of '96.
went away on our honeymoon, and I think there was a week or two after we were like, what are we going to do? And Andrew got the call to go to Finland. He was gone within 2 days and came home a couple weeks later and packed me up, and off we went.
And they stops in Sweden, Germany, Austria. Both our children were born. One in Germany, one in Austria. So, but having said all that, you know, we've lived everywhere. And when I retired, we both decided Peterborough was a place we'd like to.
That summer, I actually, Ange came back to Sault Ste. Marie with me for a visit, and decided that, you know what, she would rather be living in Peterborough, and you know, Peterborough is just like, you know, home to me. So that summer, I actually spent the summer in Peterborough with Ange.
The following year, Mike was with Phoenix and ended up playing in Springfield for a little bit, and I went off to Ottawa U. And at Christmas time, I decided to come home to work for a little bit and just get my feet wet there. And Mike ended up going down to Mississippi, and I would do a lot of traveling back and forth, flying down on holidays. And then I went down in April for the playoffs, thinking we'd be back in Canada a couple weeks later. But 2.5 months went by, and Mike ended up winning the Kelly Cup, and we stayed down there till the middle of June in Biloxi, Mississippi, which was really hot and really nice and fun. We met a lot of really great people. And then we came back, and the following year I stayed here and went to Sir Sanford, and Mike finished out his 2-year contract in Mississippi.
And then we ended up going to St. FX University together. I played hockey there, and once again we had a good network of friends that we still keep in contact with today. And then
We were the oldest people there.
Yeah, we were old. I stayed out there, finished my degree, and then we actually went back to Mississippi for 1 more year.
After we got married. We got married.
That's right. That's
2004.
a big milestone there. We can't.
Yeah, it was huge.
That out. So we got married, and then we went back as a married couple to Biloxi, Mississippi, and we finished. We played a year there, and then that was it. I decided to come back and go to teaching college.
And I started working, and
kids.
a year and a half later we had Porter, our first son, in 2006. And in 2009, our daughter Audrey was born. Yeah.
He always makes us laugh. Yeah, he's just always been able to make me smile. And I think when I get intense about things, he kind of brings me down. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I'm still a bit of a kid myself because of my job. I'm dealing with this age group all the time, and you tend to kind of morph into that age yourself. So I know I'm not surviving. I wouldn't be surviving in the regular world at all without Allie. She's held down our house, raised our kids. I mean, of course I've been around, but from the smallest details of booking dentist appointments or orthodontic appointments or anything like that, preparing our daughter for post-secondary education, all that stuff, I know I've taken a back seat to for sure. Obviously supportive in the ways I can be, but I give Alice a lot of credit for me having a 20-year career, because my nature would be, I don't know how well I would have taken care of myself as a single guy rolling around. I don't know if I would have played until I was 38 if I didn't have a bit of a backbone at home.
Awesome. And then my final question is just what kind of are some of your favorite memories together?
Absolutely. That was one of the things I think that drew me to Mike, was that he was all about education and what are we going to do in the future, and our future was always very important to both of us, and it allowed me to be independent and do what I needed to do, which was finish I got my early childhood education diploma, and then we went to university. I've got my Bachelor of Psychology, and then we didn't know where we were going to land, but I knew I wanted to become a teacher, and so I applied to York University, knowing that the following year we would probably be apart again. But at that point, we had established a pretty good relationship and knew that we could do the distance because we'd already done it, and it worked. So I came back and went to York University, and he got his degree.
I think the important thing is just you have to be flexible when one person's playing hockey and the other person doesn't really want to give up their dreams and independence, and so you got to be flexible, and it sort of guided us through our journey. And I started off by playing semi-pro hockey, and then we ended up going to university together. And you make the best of both worlds. You're together, and we both got a degree.
Oh, lots. I mean, they're heavily European based.
Yeah,
a lot
I'd
of
say
them.
maybe the Spangler Cup with the Millennium. Some people thought the world was going to end, and it was a fun tournament. I was pregnant, so I couldn't really enjoy it to the extent everybody else did.
Well, you got hit in the back with it.
I did.
They light off fireworks everywhere, handheld ones, and Allie was, I guess, 6 months pregnant. Got hit right in the back with one from about 20 feet
and
away.
Andrew, being the way he is, it's no big deal.
I thought she was okay.
And it was fine.
The other guys in the team weren't too happy, but I thought it was kind of funny. But the memories, a lot of them were in Europe. Obviously, we lived in the same house here in Peterborough on Emerald Isle, Buckland Lake. We've had that since '97, so we've had a lot of summer memories of just all the people we've met over the years. I still have my good friends I grew up with in Toronto. We obviously picked up numerous friends in this area. And, we're an open house policy in the summer. People dropping by in a boat, on a Sea-Doo, in their car, on a golf cart sometimes, coming by just for some social time this summer. So we really enjoy our summers. There's no doubt about that.
And, we had a lot of mutual friends as well, and it was actually pretty fortunate that we grew up together as a group, and a lot of those friends, my friends on the team, and Ange's friends, they're happily married now as well too. So that was pretty cool. So it's nice to grow up with those people, and we have a good network of friends here that were in the same situation as we were, and we still hang out with them quite a bit as of today.
Yeah, our wedding, both of our wedding parties were full of Peterborough Petes and their girlfriends, and then us. So it was kind of neat. Yeah, and still very good friends to this day.
I mean, for me personally, like I said, I'm from Toronto. My family's still there, but we were living here only in the summers because I was playing in Europe, and it was a perfect place to spend 3-4 months a year. One, there's all kinds of hockey around here in the summer. It's a hockey culture around here, so lots of guys to skate with and stay in shape with. and the natural proximity to Allison's family, which is very important to her, just made us decide to do that for all those years while I was playing. And we weren't sure if we'd stay here when I retired from playing. We said we'd give it a few years, and I got a job with the Petes, and we've been here ever since. So no regrets for sure. No.